You ready?
All right, here we go. This is it. That's the final Tom Brady video.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
We are back with another football discussion. This is another Tom Brady video. It looks like Tom Brady has decided to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yes.
I don't know. I think the contract was only for 2 years. I know I've heard that there was some stipulations like this. There's a no trade clause in there, and
no franchise tag.
No franchise tag.
No discounts.
Yeah, there is some incentives. I think there was trying to remember, there was $8 million in incentives or $10 million in incentives, but it was supposed to be
$9 million.
Was it 9?
Yeah,
I think it was 20. Was it? So it was like 20 million, 30 million guaranteed.
50 million. He gets 50 million.
Oh no, I'm talking per season. I meant.
Oh, per season.
I thought it was a total of $60 million over 2 years, but 20 million of that per season is guaranteed with 9 million in incentives. I believe that's what it was. So Brady will not be returned to the Patriots
at all. He's done.
I suppose, if I had to pick a team for him to go to, it would be Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa Bay hasn't won anything, in a long time. I mean, they've been competitive, but they haven't really won anything. What was the last time they won? Last Super Bowl they won, I think it was back in 2007, maybe?
Yeah.
Was he? I'm trying to remember which quarterback was. Heath Shrule, I think it was, back then.
Well, it says he gets, for the season this year, he'll get a $10 million roster bonus, $15 million salary.
So it was like $25 million guaranteed.
And then next year's another 25, and that's 50.
Yeah, so $50 million total guaranteed.
And then he gets another $9 million, so that's $59. So overall,
$59 million.
No,
he said $59.
Well, no, because he gets another $9 million guaranteed.
Yeah, so you mean $59 million, not $59.
Sorry, $59 million. A little bit tired, but yeah, $59 million he gets overall. Honestly, I like Tom Brady. I really do. But I'll tell you what, I was not surprised he left. I just wasn't. He was not happy. He wasn't happy with what they offered, and he wanted out.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with the people that surrounded with him last year. Clearly, it was very frustrating for him. And I think this stage of his career, you look at who the Patriots have for players on offense. Tampa Bay's got a lot of young, good weapons on offense.
Patriots are not.
And Patriots don't. They're almost too young. They only, they don't have any good tight ends anymore. The Element's the only
good player
receiver that has a lot of. No, I shouldn't say that. They're good Doorstep, but I mean, other than that. I mean, sounds a tight end. Really, you've got nothing for the tight end position. Yeah. The offensive line, they just lost. I think
they lost 4 players.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 players.
4.
So for him to go back at his age, when he can go to a younger team that has more talent on offense, that might win more.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can win with James and Winston, who threw a lot of interceptions, I mean, Brady should definitely be a huge upgrade over him.
I agree.
Plus, play for Tampa Bay. It's warmer weather, nice. I've heard that the area's not that good. I don't know how true that is. I don't know much about Tampa Bay.
It's usually good weather. I mean, it's normally probably around now. It's probably maybe 65 out.
Yeah, I mean,
but once the season starts, it'll probably be 80 out.
Yeah, I mean,
it's Florida.
He's going to a team that hasn't won in a long time.
That's good. Good for him.
So I mean. I've always, liked Tampa Bay because I've always always been in the underdog. I mean, they just haven't been able to find the right chemistry. I guess I remember when they used to have back when Shula played. He's Shula, but I forget they had 2 running backs. But right now I can't remember what their names were. They had a running back and a fullback, and they were fantastic together. I remember when the Patriots played them back then. I believe they just they run all over the Patriots. It was Really pretty good for it because it was Tampa Bay. Because man, for years Tampa Bay was not good. When I was a kid, just watching them. They had Vinny Testaverde at one point as a quarterback, and they were just awful. They just couldn't win. So maybe to help, them to get back to the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs. Maybe I don't know if Brady's going to make a difference. He should. But he didn't have a good year last year for the Patriots, so I don't know if it's his age, if it's just a talent. I guess we're gonna find out if he's got a good amount of talent and he still doesn't do that well. I mean, it'd be unfortunate, but
it's I say he's not happy. I mean, with the things about him negotiating with the Patriots. I mean, he didn't really negotiate with them. Basically, what happened is before all this came out. He called Belichick. And he's like, look, what are you willing to give me? And Belichick said to him, 1 year, I think it was like $15 million. That's it. That's all we can give you. And Brady basically hung up and didn't say anything. And then he went to Kraft's house, which happened last week, and he told Kraft, he's like, Kraft, I'm not happy. You're not giving me what I want. I've been with you for 20 years. He's like last year when they negotiated his contract out, he told the Patriots, he's like, I want an extension agreement and I want at least $30 million. And the Patriots said, no, we're not giving it to you. And I think that's the reason why he didn't want the franchise tag.
Once he says don't franchise me and let me hit free agency, you knew he wasn't going to come back.
Yeah, he was done.
I was kind of hoping he would, but at the same time, it's like eventually he's going to move on. I knew he had 2 years, probably maximum left. It's like in the Patriots, it's like ripping the band off. You have to move on, and you have to start figure who your next quarterback is going to be for the future. I mean, Brady's not going to be around forever. He's not getting any younger. So it's a little disappointing, but at the same time, I'm curious what's going to happen with the Patriots. I'm not expecting. I'm expecting this year maybe them go 8-8. I'd be shocked if they have more than 8 wins this year. I mean, they're
going to go somewhere around there.
I mean, they lost. I don't know how many players they've lost. I mean, they lost.
They lost a whole bunch of people on the
5 or 6 guys are already to free agency. I mean, I think there was only one starter. The rest were all either backups. I think who was the safety they lost? The guy that went to Detroit, but they traded him to make room for to get draft picks and to make room on the salary cap. So that wasn't really. I mean, he was a decent player. I forget what his name is.
I have no idea.
Anyways, but the rest of those guys were mostly backups. They had, Karras went to, I think, Miami, but he again was
he's gone.
A backup. He was starting, but only because they had a lot of injuries last year. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with I'm gonna be watching. I'll be rooting for Tampa Bay because Brady plays in now. So I'll be rooting for Tampa Bay to get some wins. I think it'll be good if he can prove that.
So wait, hold on.
That's him and not Belichick.
So. Are you still going to root for the Patriots?
Well, if the Patriots play against Tampa Bay, obviously I would root for the Patriots.
You're going to buy yourself a Brady jersey from Tampa Bay?
Sure.
You're really going to?
Sure. Why not?
Are you being serious?
You can't be like he's still the greatest quarterback that's ever played the game.
I mean, look, I'm a Patriots fan, but if Brady's still going to be around, I'll support him any team he goes to. So I'll agree with him. I will support him.
It's kind of like when we supported Jimmy Garoppolo because I think he got a pretty bad deal when they traded him. I think he wanted to stay here.
Yeah.
And I think Belichick wanted him here, but Brady didn't want him here. But I don't know how true that is.
Well, actually, there was a new report I was reading, and it was about the trade with Jimmy G. And according to the report, Belichick wanted Brady gone. And I think, about that, they basically said Brady was furious at Belichick over, and basically he was not happy. And I think that's another reason why he left, because Belichick was basically telling Brady, like, look, I'm not, just because you've been here 20 years doesn't mean I'm going to treat you differently as anybody else. You'll be treated the same way as I treat a player. Yeah. And that's the way he did it. He basically, Because when the phone call happened, he basically told Tom, he's like, I'm treating you as if you're under contract still. He's like, I'll give you this, but that's it. I'm not giving you anything else. And Brady's like, yep, see you later. I'm out. Goodbye.
Yeah,
I'm going somewhere else.
So it's gonna be interesting with Brady. I hope he does well. I mean, just because he goes down the team doesn't mean I'm not going to root for the guy. The guy brought New England 6 championships. I mean, and I don't know how many division titles he brought. It was a lot. I mean, you know what, like 10 years in a row or something.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
I'm not going to hate on the guy for going to a different team.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had a great career here. I mean, so
he's one of the greats. Always will be.
You know, it's kind of like, I mean, I've always rooted for great players, even if you hate on them. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, Michael Jordan or I don't know,
LeBron James.
You know, you got these people who have great skill, great talent. I mean, they might be going against your team, but sometimes you just have to appreciate the player that they have.
Yeah.
Like Joe Montana, I love Joe Montana, but I also hate him at the same time because I remember there was like. How can you not stop the guy? Like, it just blew my mind what great he was. But it was like he was a great quarterback. I remember watching him. I mean, I wasn't a San Francisco fan at the time. I mean, when I was young and I was, my team was the Patriots. But still, when he was on TV, you watched because it was Joe Montana. You knew you were watching greatness.
Yeah.
Kind of like one of those things like John Elway or Peyton Manning. Is like you have to have an appreciation.
Yeah.
Even if they're not for your team.
Yeah.
So
that's how I also view it as. I mean, there are other players I like besides Brady. I mean, even players that he just mentioned are retired. Like, I like Montana and Peyton Manning and people in different sports, the NBA, Major League Baseball. I mean, just because they play for a different team, I mean, doesn't mean I'm going to hate them. I mean, that's, it's good to look up to look at people like that and, to be idolized, and to be, fired up. Because when you look at some of these players, you always say, oh, well, you know what, maybe I should do what I, follow my dreams and, all that. So, I mean, I will support Brady, even though he's a Buccaneer now. I mean, I'll go buy a Brady jersey if I want.
But if they go against the Patriots, they hope the Tampa Bay gets demolished. Well, other than that, I'll root for Brady every other game.
I don't think they're not scheduled to play the Patriots unless they meet in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But
I would be surprised if the NFL doesn't try to change the schedule to get them to play each other. Because usually they try to do this, like, build up like a hype to make money on. To tell they make a buck off, certain dramas. Kind of like when Belichick went to New England, he went against Parcells. They made sure they always hype it up, Bill versus Bill. It's like, it's really quite ridiculous.
If they end up going against each other, that's going to be like the game of the century. Like, that's going to be a game nobody will ever forget. It's going to probably like the most viewers on TV. It would be interesting to see who would win. I think, honestly, because Brady's there, I would have a good feeling Tampa Bay would win. Because let's face it, the Patriots are a mess. They have no quarterback. They have no offensive people. So, therefore, I think Tampa Bay would absolutely demolish the Patriots. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's what I think. I mean...
Yeah, they get it. We'll see how... If they don't pick anybody up, I mean, Stidham's going to be the guy, and we'll just have to see. I don't know if he's going to do well. He did good in the preseason, but in the postseason, he only had a few opportunities, and he wasn't that good. But when you come off the bench and you only throw 2 or 3 passes, sometimes things like this happen, especially if you're a rookie.
Yeah.
I mean, most rookies make a lot of mistakes, so... Brady wasn't perfect in his first season. I mean, he got to the Super Bowl, but he had his moments. He wasn't that good.
We'll have to do an unboxing of a Tom Brady Buccaneers jersey.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, wear it. Hey, I'm a Buccaneers fan now. Yeah, but I mean, it was great having Brady play for the Patriots for 20 years. It was, as a person my age, I'm so young. I was very lucky.
You were born into Brady. I mean, Brady was a quarterback your entire life.
Yeah, it was great to watch him. Play. Like I said, as a kid, I'm so young. It's just awesome to watch somebody play this long. Normally players retire usually at the late 30s or early 40s, and he's still going at his age, and it looks like he ain't slowing down anytime soon. But it's still going to be great to watch him on TV, and I'll always support him. He's one of the greats.
Right. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. About do it. I just
Yeah.
wanted to give a quick talk about that.
Go Bucks.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that
Yeah.
now.
So yeah, if you guys like this video, give us a like and give us a subscribe. Until next time.